last year, and it was a pleasure to have Mr. Mohammed to join us today to see what his efforts have yielded. So, what we were given for free, we are now sharing it for free with so many of us here. So, the work we are doing is an extension of what Mohammed did to us. So, we are really much grateful to have you, Mohammed, and we are welcoming you. So these are our members, Google Teaching Developers, MVCs, and also practitioners. So they are not all of us. Some of them are also joining in. So, and I think it's a good time we can get started so that we can be able to cover most of the topic you had prepared for us. So, a bit of Mohammed. So, please, Mohammed, you can give us a bit of introduction about yourself so that we get to know who is Mohammed. For us, we know, but now our audience, perhaps most of them do not know who Mohammed is. Welcome, Mohammed.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's my pleasure, Nicholas, to be amongst you all. Yeah, I'm happy to join you all. And yeah, I'm Mohammed, and I'm from Egypt. It's I have been working as a software engineer for quite some time, and then I've got interested into the data science, and then while I was learning studying data science, I got across Omdana. This Omdana is a platform where you can join projects and start collaborating with others. Then there was a problem that we came across that they wanted to calculate the water consumption in in several places, like in Egypt, for example, or in other. So you can choose the place, then you can calculate the water consumption in that area. Then we tried several methods until we came across Google Earth Engine, and that's how it started. So then I got into it and I started learning Google Earth Engine, and yeah, and I found that it's amazing. It has immense power. The computation that you can do on Google Earth Engine you cannot do elsewhere. So it's amazing. And yeah, and with the power of the new programming, with the power of Python, if you combine both Google Earth Engine and Python, you get an amazing toolkit. Yeah, so that's a bit of introduction about me.
That's so fantastic, Mr. Muhammad. Without much ado, I think we can get started to our today's topic, having gotten to understand who our speaker is. So it is now your time, Mr. Muhammad, to take us through our today's topic, which was now the understanding of how to approach a Google Attention project. Like now, you have mentioned about water consumption. So all the study methodology, the process, how where you get to start and all that process. Now that is what we are going to learn today. Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Mohammed.
Okay, so let's start. Let me share my screen. Um, so let's see. Can you see my screen, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, great. So let's see. Um, so we started by finding a research paper that we could use to calculate the water consumption through through the use of satellite images. So we came across this paper. It was Let me check if I can find it. I forgot to prepare this paper. Um, yeah, here it is. So we found this paper. Then we started digging into it and reading how we could use the satellite imagery to to extract the water consumption in a given area. And then some of us has found the algorithm that we have used in this project. So the algorithm was, so here is it's just explaining how everything was going in the this because this is what this was a research paper done by someone called Iman Tantawi. She has studied water management in Delft University in Netherlands. And yeah, this is the paper. Then we got to use her method, which was something called Badico index.
Sorry, what is the
So
name of the paper? Can you share me the title, maybe?
the paper is called, this is it, the application of the FAO Weather Data Portal to monitor efficient water use in agriculture. Yeah, I can share this title in the chat, or maybe I can send it to. I don't know if I can send it here in the. I don't know.
I think you can
Here's
send
the.
in the chat.
Um, this is the title. I don't know if I can share a document with you right now on in here. I don't know.
It is you
So,
can just send.
huh?
You can just send here on the chat box.
The document itself.
No, just a link of it.
I don't know. I don't remember where I got. Where's the link? I have it here. This is local on my computer. I don't know
Oh, okay.
if I. Yeah, maybe later I will try to put it on a drive and then share the link or something. Or we'll find something, Shana.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, so then we used where is I want to find the algorithm that she used to find to calculate the consumption here. Yeah, we relied on these algorithms here. We relied on these algorithms to calculate the green evaporation and the actual evaporation. Then we can get the blue evaporation, which will allow us to get the actual water consumption in that area. So then we try to translate this algorithm here into code. So Google Earth Engine allows us to do that very easily. So let's go to here. So let's go to the water consumption. So the method used, she also she relied on we used uh, um, so this is a filters. Okay, so she relied on the vapor data. File vapor. This is open. This is open free data, also provided by the Netherlands country. So um, I'm gonna go through how we can go. This is a little bit more advanced project, but I'll go in the next in 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna go open a very introductory notebook. Then we go through it. But this is just an overview. So as you can see here, you can do you can um, here you can translate any algorithm you want. So I just want to show you this part. This is how you can calculate any. So you can translate this form here in Google Earth Engine easily to this form. So you can do any function you need on the images, on the whole image, and this the calculation just happens so fast. Before Google Earth Engine, it was very slow, and because it needs very much, it needs too much resources to calculate these things. So now let me show you how. For example, if we run this notebook, all of this is local. This is Python, a local notebook running in on my computer. This is not on the cloud. This is not on the Google Earth Engine. This is Google Earth Engine, of course, but running from an API locally. So what's the problem here? Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, not this one. Yeah. It's this one. This one. So as you can see here, this is the output of the calculation of the algorithm that was done up there. And also the beauty of these notebooks, the Python and these notebooks, and you can have so much um, customization and flexibility. You can make it usable to the, and it's like, for example, we can choose the country right here. Where is the, where did they choose the country? Yeah, so here you can make the user change everything he wants from here. So of course we can advance this also to become to we can put all of this in a Streamlit application, or on a, or use the JavaScript API to make an application through the Google website. So, but yeah, but also if you put it in a Streamlit app, this would allow you to have much more flexibility and customizability. So now, for example, if we change this to, for example, Egypt, and we run it, so I set it up so that it always gives me a list of all the available provinces or cities in that country, so that I can choose from. So then, if I want to choose here, I just need to set this name here. So instead, because I made it just select a random. So the initial setup, I made it just choose a random city from those, and then calculate it. So here, as you can see, it just chose this city. And it calculates everything you need. So okay, so this was the first project that I worked on with this with the Google Earth Engine, and yeah, it was interesting. So let's go to to a regular notebook and start step by step how we can get to this stage. So let's see. Okay, so let's say let's. I based this introduction I based this presentation on a lecture on a there were a lecture given by the Google for Good community in I don't know where in West in the West Coast. It was it was 6 months ago. It was introducing the improvements that they have done in the Python API for the Google Earth Engine. So this is almost the notebook that they used in that presentation. So I'm gonna take you through this notebook. So first of all, if you want to use the Google Earth Engine Python API or any API for the Google Earth Engine, you must have a Google account, and then you must go log in to the um, you must go log in. So you must first go to this page and go to get started. Click get started. And then it will also if we create another let's go go. So first get started here as a new user. You will it will ask to log in or create an account. If you have an account, you will have just you will it will take you to the page where you have to it will ask you do you want Google Engine for, and then if you use for research for a government agency or for government use, or if you use it for commercial use, you must and then you will have access. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it might take 1 day or something until they send you the confirmation. And then you can get to go to the console itself. So if you go to the platform here, you will have access to this code editor. So the code editor here, where you can use this code editor to do anything you want with the available. So they have a vast amount of available data sets. So for example, let me show you how we can use this to do the same thing that we did. So here's this is now in the code editor here, you use JavaScript, not Python. But as you see, it's very limited. You have this only. You cannot open multiple windows in this place, and you cannot open, like you cannot have multiple maps running at the same time. So it's a little bit limited. So that's why some people prefer to use the Python API because it gives you much more flexibility. You see. So yeah, this is an NDVI calculation also. So let's see. So now with Google Earth Engine, you have access to to a vast amount of resources. So you have all of these maps, all of these imagery. So you can have like most of all of those come from different satellites. So this is the Sentinel satellite from the European agency. This is Landsat from NASA, and this is MODIS from NASA as well. You can have, and this is a very high resolution new imagery. So yeah, you can do so much with this, and it has also special image special data sets for example for the terrain and for heights and for land covers, and as you can see everything is yeah, you have vast amount of data sets. So, and you can, here you can take by category, take a look by the category, and here you can view all the data sets that are available in the Google Earth Engine. So here you can search for anything you need and check if it's available. So this is, for example, an elevation map. This is light. This is nighttime light. This is, I use this in the presentation to just for fun. And then you can search for anything you need. Sometimes I yeah, in the projects I usually use, I search for, I was wondering if there is a data set that I can use to mask the countries or the provinces without having to download a shape file or just to draw a polygon. So here you can find the country's data here also. You can find, this is these data sets allows you to get the borders and of each country and each city almost. So yeah, and you can also search by the satellite name, and you can find everything that it has to offer, every mission. So yeah, it's very very useful and very very big. So yeah, this is it. So to use Earth Engine on the locally with an Python notebook, we will have to install Google Earth Engine on our local computer. So of course you must have Python installed first. I assume that everybody knows here how to install Python and use Jupyter notebooks. Is that the case? Everybody here knows how to use Python and Jupyter notebooks? Yeah. I assume
Most
that
of
everyone here, yeah, I assume everyone here knows how to use the Python and notebooks. So we to install Google Earth Engine on the locally, we will have to install it. So let's Google Earth Engine Python Python install.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا. Welcome. أخي. So yeah, so here's the documentation is pretty much explaining everything. So now, for example, if we just uh, if we create a new, let's create a new environment here, like uh, let's say just install how to we install. Um, yeah, we can have here. Um, so let's so let's create a new environment for this. Um, let's create an environment. Let's call it yeah. Mm. So it's ideally you should use a virtual environment when you set up a new project, especially that if you have to use so many um, packages that are only specific for the use of that project. So we create the environment, so it shows up here. This is the environment, and we activate the environment. So when we activate the environment, so now if we if we try to use Google Earth Engine in this, so if I choose this environment here, this is the new environment. If I try to import the Earth Engine, it shouldn't work. So yeah, because this is a new Python install, it needs to install the packages that are required for the notebook to run in this environment. Just this is for the notebook. Uh, Let me change this. Is it better? Black is better, right? This the dark theme is better. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, then it has installed the it's installed the notebook packages, and then now as you can see the Earth Engine is not installed. So how can we solve that? We need to install the Earth Engine package in Python. So to do that we need to install first. Let's update our environment, like the package manager pip. So so let's upgrade the pip is the package manager. We update it to make sure that we get the latest version of the Google Earth Engine and the package manager also as well. So let's install pip install Earth Engine API. So now, as you can see, let's open the website here.
يسعد الله اوقاتكم.
Huh?
اسعد الله اوقاتكم استاذ محمد.
آمين جزاك الله خيرا.
الله يحفظكم. وادي بعض الاسئله نسال بعد المحاضره ان شاء الله.
نعم, but of course after we finish inshallah you can ask anything you want.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
Inshallah.
very much.
So as you see here, so here's the installation. We need to install this. No Python to install the Google Earth Engine. You can pip. I usually prefer it because it gives me much more flexibility. It's powerful. It's more robust. It's I don't know. It is more automated. So let's just go with what I use. I use pip. So to install the Earth Engine API on your computer in your new environment, you just copy this code, copy this command, and paste it in your paste it here. Yeah, someone's mic is open. Please, everyone, make sure that your mic is muted because this is. Thank you. So now we can do that here. So we can use this command here to install Google Earth Engine into your environment. So it's installing right now. So yeah, it looks like it has finished installing the Google Earth Engine. So, and if you have it installed, you can upgrade with this command. This will upgrade the environment, and it can also make a new installation, no problem. So as you can see, it's the requirement is already satisfied. It's installed already. So yeah, we're good here. So let's see if we can use that. So now we can import the Google Earth Engine. So, but to use Google Earth Engine, it's not just import. You need to have access to the. You need to authenticate and then initialize the environment because you know you must be signed up before you use it. So you can use this command here to authenticate yourself. So if we paste this here, we give this message here to authorize access needed Earth Engine on your. So it's in here, or you can just need to press on this link, go to this page, and then after you you will have to the author is in the box below. If you use a regular notebook, I'm using here VS Code. In VS Code, sometimes it's confusing because see, there's no box. You can enter the token. So this confused me a bit when I tried to authenticate. So if you look closely, you will find the authentication box is up there. You see, it's here. It's not down there, it's here. So after you generate the token, go through the process, go generate the token, and then choose your account. And it will ask you, are you sure you want to proceed? Press continue, and then give it all access that you need, and then continue. And then here's the authorization code. Of course, I shouldn't share this publicly, but خلاص. Okay, so here's the token. When you paste it, it's successfully saved. Now it's successfully saved. Okay, so now the authorization is complete. So successfully authorized. Now we can use Earth Engine. If we try to make anything, any Earth Engine, like for example, if we try to get any data set to load any data set, for example, let's pick anyone. Let's pick Sentinel. Let's pick anything. If we pick this one, to load an image collection, you just copy the collection name here, like this name, and you just add it here. So ee.image collection, and you paste the name. No, copy all the whole thing and just paste it here. But you need to save this, the image collection, in a variable. So let's say Sentinel. So this is the Sentinel image collection. It's all will be stored here. But oh, there's a problem. The Earth Engine client library not initialized. You must run initialize first. That's why we have these steps. So now, so Google Earth Engine will not work except you authenticate, then you will need to initialize. So you must have both of those in your notebook. This one, you can use this the first time only, or sometimes you must authenticate every 1 month or something. So to make sure that your notebook is always authenticated, maybe you can use something like that. So this, you can use this to check. I got this also from the Google presentation. So you can use this line here. So to check if the authentication, the credentials are in the path, then authenticate. If not, don't authenticate. So, but this will need to import the OS library. Then it will not authenticate because it's already authenticated. And then we initialize our the Google Earth Engine. Yeah, and then if we run now the collection, If we import the collection, it works fine. Now it works fine. Um, so yeah, this is how you set up your project and make get it running. So now if we try to map like there's so many ways you can start mapping this the images. There's a very popular library called package called Gmap. I don't know if you know about that Gmap, but it became very popular now in the Google Earth Engine community. The Gmap is done by some professor in I don't know where is he, but yeah, but it's very popular and very easy to use, and yeah, it's very powerful as well. Or you can use the tools that are offered by Google itself. But it's not. It's still under development. It's not. It's not still not very complete. So that's why people might use Google Earth Engine, the Gmap. So let's go. So this is installation done. So let's go through the ways you can get to the point of showing the map on the in your notebook. So now we just install all the import all the required packages and libraries. Then here, these are all the Google Earth Engine specific imports. So these are new. You can use those to to do your work to work with the Earth Engine in the notebook. So you need to import those packages. The EE Jupyter, this is an extension that Google made on the Jupyter notebook so that they can use the leaflet map, and they can extend it to match the use of Google Earth Engine. Okay, so let's run this environment here. Okay, hello. So this we're done here. So let's try to make our first image, to load our first image. And also these imports are also related to the Jupyter notebook that we can use later. We can use to control the map itself, and for the export. If you want to export the image to or the app to an HTML page, you can do this. So let's see. So now we can go to the process again. If it's not authenticated, authenticate, and and initialize and check if everything's got is working. So now we have everything is working. So now let's load our first image. So this is an image. This image is here. You can find it here in the data catalog. You can search for any data set you need here. It is this is it. This is it. The elevation, the digital elevation, data version 4. So you can use this. Let's use this one to just show to explore how we can visualize images in Google Earth Engine notebook in the Python notebook. So here, this is an example of how you can use this data set. So this is example code, but this is for the JavaScript library. So yeah, unfortunately for now, the documentation for the Python code is not complete yet. But if you know, it's pretty much language agnostic. So it's not. So the syntax after, like here, from all of that is just Google Earth Engine code. So you can use it with except for the map. course, it's because the map is still not complete. So, but now let's explore how we can convert that to Python. So, of course, in Python we don't use var. It's only you type the variable name and then you assign everything you need after that. So let's see. So to get this data set, we just take the we use the ee.image. ee.image is used to load only one image. ee.image collection is used to load more than one image. I'm going to restart my Jupyter because the autocomplete is not working. Let's just here. So yeah, let's run everything again. So as you can see, we can just go here and press on this button to run everything above this set. So now, yeah, we can use, yeah, as you can see here, it's everything is colored. Then you can use the so if you use e, this will load the image. Your image will load the whole cache, more than an image in the sets. Some data collections and some of them are one image. So yeah, so let's use this because we show in one image, right? We load the image. So yeah, we're not using this right now. Okay, let's put this up then. And to check how the dataset is structured, you can use this command, get info. So any Earth Engine object, to check if you want to explore the content of this object, you use get info. Get info allows you to get a look into the structure, because as you know, Google Earth Engine is not running locally. It's an API. It's running on the cloud. So to get the info about the object that is running, you must get this info. So you must ask it to bring it to you. So here, when you run get info, it brings back all the info about this image. So this is the info of the image. Those are the bands that you have in this image. The data types, the dimensions, everything, the properties that you can use, the description, anything related to the images will be with, you can bring it here with this get info command. And this pretty print pp print is just to make it to show the output in an organized way. So yeah, so now let's see. uh, Maybe this is a little bit complicated. Let's just copy this here and just let's get rid of, let's get rid of. Mm. So here we initialize. So let's see what's happened. Let's run this and see. So this is how you can view your map with this, with these commands, these. So only these. So like if we go here, initialize a new map, like let's make a map test equals map, this map without any initialization, and this map test. It will show you the default map that comes with from Google. This is the map. They have set it up like that, and they have chosen these dimensions. But now you can control this map with the initialization when you initialize the map. So it takes a dictionary. So here, the initialization dictionary here. So you have this dictionary. It takes where the center of the map will be. So it will take the coordinates of the center of the map. So if I change this, for example, to 60, and then run it again, you see it went to a very different area, you see. So if I change this to um, like 10, it will go to a different area. Okay, so yes, so these parameters is the coordinate here in the center parameter in the data passing. So it takes an argument which is center. The center argument show tells the map where to go exactly. Okay, so yes, so and the zoom is for the zoom level. So for example, let's delete this. Let's delete this dictionary from here. This weird variable. Let's see. If we pass in the dictionary right here, if I say center and I pass in these coordinates, if I pass in those, if I say, for example, location, this will make it. That's a problem. Hmm. It needs it. It needs it in a list. Let's see. Center equals low. So if I give it this argument, the center here, without this dictionary, okay, this dictionary is just a container to put all the arguments in one place. But you can use it like that. You can specify which one you want exactly. So the center here is just for the where you want the map to show at. And the zoom is the zoom level. So if I say, for example, 3 here, it's going to control how far away the camera will be, or the picture will be, okay? And then if I add here a layout here, this layout control the width and height. So the layout, it takes a object from the widgets. So it must be widgets here, which will be an option, layout option, which will take a layout widget. So the layout here equals this. You must give it a widget class and a layouts class, and you pass in the width. For example, if it's already 100% by default, and the height. So if you want to make it, for example, like 80%, and the height here equals pixels. Then if you run this, you get this. You get a much larger image. And let's just zoom in a little bit because there's no room for the map. This is a this is an agent with 1,000. Uh, so you can control that from here. And this base map parameter, basements, allows you to pass in a base map object. Yeah, IP the leaflet base map object. So if we can, if you want to see how what is this, you can just print it right here. So it's just a dictionary with the URL to this map and the server provider, the service provider, and the name and everything. So yeah, this is the just the information about the map that you're going to use. So I like those two. So the Esri ocean map and the Esri world imagery. In the other presentation, I'm going to show you also another. You can choose whatever maps. You can find these maps in. So these are all the maps you can find. Here's um, a file that contains most of the maps. This file you can download. All, you can find it in the package itself. On this and the XYZ service program, you can find it on. We can just pass in this. Then you can get another base map. This is the base map that will be the run to your work. Then you can things that get it for this. So now if we use so let's now get back to our presentation. So yeah, let's see map one. Where's the init? Okay, let's see here. Instead of passing all the parameters like that, you can just define them in a dictionary and then pass them like that. Expand the dictionary as parameters, like with this star to make it. Oh, my Jupyter notebook is behaving weird. It's not working. Okay, so here like that, and then this is how you can pass in the parameters and just change it in one place. Define the dictionary and then control everything through that. Okay, so here's the yeah. So this is how we can control our map. Then we can. This is the base map that you can work on with. Then you can add layers. These layers where you can have your where you can add the images that you have downloaded from that you have loaded from Earth Engine. So for example, to add a layer of the image that we have just loaded from Earth Engine, we just need to run this command. As you can see, we can add. This is the image that we have just loaded from Earth Engine, as you can see here. You see? So what did we do? We just on our map object, the map object, this one that we have just created with these parameters, we can have control over this map object. So map one, we can add layers to it. We can add layers to this map object. We give it the image as a first parameter, and the visualization parameters. So the visualization parameters controls everything about this image. So we can also define the color range, or let's just leave it there. We have another one here. Like here, you can just play with it. Like you can. This is the visualization parameters that controls how it is displayed. So let's put this here. If you define a color palette, it can change. You can change how the look of this image. Okay, with this palette here. So we can say um, white to blue instead of black to blue, and it will change the image accordingly, as you can see. So um, yeah, I want to know how much time left that we have, because yeah, this might is taking it might take some time.
Yeah, we have some time left, but yeah, because we were supposed to end at 5 and now it is 3 minutes too. But you can finish the part you are taking us to.
Okay, let's finish with this the first presentation. Yeah, it's almost done. Yeah, خلاص. And then we maybe take some questions, and then maybe we continue later, because it yeah, it takes there's a lot you can do with these things. Okay, so now what we can do as well is, okay, so then, so you can do so many operations that you can do with the Earth Engine API. So, for example, to calculate the slope of these elevations, so the angle, these are elevations by point. So each point on this map is has elevation data point by point, which is how many meters or above the ground it is each point. So the white is high and the black is low. So now we can calculate the slope, which is the angle, not point height, angle of each point, so that you can know. So to calculate the slope over these images, you can just do this ee.terrain.slope and pass in the image. DEM is our image. You remember DEM? Is image that we have loaded here from the Earth Engine API. So the DEM is our image. This is the image that we have displayed here. This is the black and white image, the elevation map. So we can calculate the slope by this command here. Get the slope by ee.terrain.slope, and then you can display the results like that. We put it in a map2a equals. This is another map. I'm defining another map here, and I can use the same parameters, or I can choose the parameters right here. For example, I can the map init params. And I can specify, for example, I can change only the center, or only, for example, the base map, and it will work. Okay. So then, so this is our new map2a, and I'm gonna add the new layer, which is I'm gonna add the elevation map to it. Then I'm gonna add another layer, which is the slope, onto it. So let's see how it's gonna go. Let's see how it looks like. So this is the new map. It has two layers on top of each other. this one has two layers on top of each other. So it has the slope. This is the newly calculated slope. This is, we have just calculated this slope here. It shows you the degrees in angles. So it's like that now. So the whites are this side and the blacks are this side. Okay. And this is the elevation data that we had, and this is the slope data. And you can choose between the layers from here.